The main X-Men title right here, X-Force. Not the main title of the week. I mean main title. Ben Percy is so good at everything he does. New favorite writer, at least favorite writer of the year. I'll give him that. And that's just off of 4 comic books from this dude. He's time efficient. You see the first page when we get to the artwork. It's a scene, action scene, but we also got them text boxes of everyone in the Quiet Council in Krakoa. He knows that we only got a certain amount of pages. Some of them we're going to use to build, and others we're not going to use of guys in a circle speaking. How many times can you draw a guy's face and maybe he's really heated and he's angry, he's got his fists on the table? Nah, we don't need to see that. We will see that a couple pages later, but it doesn't last long. He's here to tell us a story about Hercules and Athena. And unlike Brian Hill's Fallen Angels from last week, I feel like this was meaningful because the white pages in that book were bad. The white pages in this book were good. The color pages in this book were awesome. How about that? Isn't that worth the price of the book? That beautiful artwork there? That's so fun to look at. And now let me tell you about the white pages. I wonder what the rest of the world thinks when they read this stuff. First of all, there's like a big joke about mutant-related words and the different organizations. And then comes this one here. Some of these investments were made of altruistic reasons, but the majority were strategic, meant to influence news, entertainment, and education, or allow for political, legal, monetary, and fiduciary gains and control. I'm not going to pretend I know what fiduciary means. I'll pretend like I know what everything else means. I wonder how the readers, there's thousands of people reading this comic, I wonder how they reacted to this. Do they go, oh, interesting, fictional world, there's people being influenced and bought, news sites broadcasting what gets approved. There's an editor at every news station, at a newspaper, radio station. What we are fed goes through a filter. This happens. I wonder what everyone thinks about the CIA and what Mystique was saying, what Nightcrawler was saying about morals. Like, woke as fuck. I'm just saying, it's woke and it's bringing all of the real world stuff into our comic books. It's entertainment. Except these are things we can all agree on because it's about a fictional marginalized group, the mutants. But take my word for it, all of this happens in real world. Them doing these missions covertly, getting information from them. I mean, there's no Krakoan gates in the real world, but that happens. So I love bringing that to everybody's attention because there's no arguments over here. All right, Council, we get Mystique, we get everything I talked to you about. And then like Forge just gets from here to here. Sage, now Sage is a cool character. I was enlightened, I think your name was Michael in the comments last week. Okay, thank you. Sage has got this photographic memory. She's basically a computer. Everything she said, she can digitize. Okay, awesome. She's wicked. Forge is pretty sick too. He's going to use Krakoa and manipulate these weapons. He gives Domino something sort of like Silver Surfer's malleable surfboard, except it shoots. And it's Nero powered. She's still sour. She's her healing. Her body still hasn't fully healed. I don't think she went back to Elixir to get herself checked out. And she doesn't get a chance to. By the way, there's a swimming pool of adamantium that Wolverine is interested in. I wonder what he's going to do with it. Or at least like I wondered, past tense. Forge's Daily Planner, there's a couple things that stuck out here. Like the forest that's got Rocket. We know that's going to lead somewhere. Like there was another one about Black Tom Cassidy acting weird. I'm sure that's going to lead somewhere. He's wondering if Domino checked him out when he walked by her. Well, Storm is taken, so Forge is moving on. There's a lot of stuff in there that's going to, like kind of like Bar Sinister was back in Powers of 10. It's the same type of idea. Here in San Francisco, I gotta say, I did feel some sympathy for those human beings. Oh, I didn't even get to the dupes and how Jamie Madrox was being used. If you know about Multiple Man, that's how it works. When one of his real-life people dies, the memory returns to the prime Jamie Madrox. That's interesting. And as they run into action, Wolverine, Kid Omega, and Domino, the portal closes and snaps him in half. This is, I'm sure Wolverine is going to heal from it. I'm sure Kid Omega won't heal from it. Thankfully, it's only his head that's there on that side of the portal. But who knows? Maybe they'll take the head and use his psychic abilities to their liking. Maybe they can fix him somehow. But I'm just trying to say that I know Wolverine can't be resurrected because he's Wolverine. He's going to heal right there. Half his body's not going to be adamantium. I know where he's going to get that adamantium from eventually, because we know he'll come out of this safely. He'll come out of this. Not safely, though. This was a fantastic book. Like, they had me at about right here. Actually, with the cover, Dustin Weaver, they had me here. And then they just kept adding. I'm interested in what Forge is doing. That was just the cherry on top. Time efficient. The worst part of this comic book was the one joke Forge said about luck. We're getting a little bit too unpunny with our luck jokes, because we did one last week. But this was phenomenal. Agree with me in the comments section, because you know it was. Hey, if you like this comic book review, thumbs it up. I'm going to post it really early on Wednesday. So the more you do this, the more YouTube will recommend it to other comic book fans. And I'll have more than 268 YouTube subscribers, whom I appreciate every single one of.